Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Podcasting Master. I am Chelsea, and I'm here with Wade as always. And wow, what a week for video games!
It has been quite a week for sure. Full to the brim.
Yeah.
Any way you look.
Yeah, I mean, we had a PlayStation State of Play, the Dreamlight Valley Developer Update, Summer Game Fest, a ton of other showcases, the Xbox Showcase, and of course, we can't forget the release of the Nintendo Switch 2.
Not at all. And we did not watch everything.
No.
But we did watch like a portion of it for sure. So
Yeah.
In this episode, we're just kind of chit-chat about first impressions, what we saw, what we liked, what we laughed at maybe. Because you know I laughed at Jeffrey. That man can't be on a stage without me laughing at him.
Oh, man.
And no real reason. It's just fun to hate on him. So that's all I got.
It's just silly.
If he didn't hassle the Kingdom Hearts community so much, maybe I wouldn't. But he does.
That's
he
fair.
Does like
he
to poke
has
fun
done
at
that.
us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boldly,
and surprise. Yep. No Kingdom Hearts news.
He didn't say anything this year about it.
That is true.
Which made me wonder, like, he knows something.
Yeah. Well, I think
Nah,
us Kingdom Hearts fans were already devastated, though, with the announcements that we had gotten not too long ago anyway. So
yeah,
we didn't
no
need to
missing link for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a story that won't end up in something else someday.
Or just the part that's missing, totally, where we're like, oh, we're missing a huge part of the story.
Oh, that's the joke. Nomura was messing with us the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The missing stuff, you're never going to get it because it's missing.
Oh, gosh. We are living the Kingdom Hearts lore right now. That's what it is. We have become one with the game.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have a Keyblade, so...
Well, side note, if you're going to Disneyland, you can kind of technically get one.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. You can get like the key to Disneyland, but It's like a Keyblade.
Yeah.
The Disney World
things.
one is not a Keyblade.
Mm-mm.
They really just struck out on that one, didn't they?
Yeah. There could have been so much more potential for the Disneyland one, too. We could have had different versions of it. It really could have been a whole Kingdom Hearts amazing extravaganza.
Someday.
Yes. But yes, no Kingdom Hearts news, but should we briefly cover the Nintendo Switch 2? Because
yeah,
a certain
sure,
somebody got one.
Yes, he did, yeah. I was so excited. We were able to pre-order one, and it was quite an adventure to get that far.
Mm-hmm.
And, it worked out, and, it finally came. We went Wednesday night at 11 p.m. to pick them up. And it was wild. We were hanging out outside GameStop not too long before, and all of these people showed up who had not pre-ordered one.
Mm.
And it was real awkward because there weren't extra ones because those had also been pre-purchased earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just kind of and they were only letting one person in the building at a time to pick up their Switch 2. So we got home and we were updating it and doing the system transfer, and because before we did our system transfer from our Switch 1, we went and deleted all of our games and the game data off of the Switches because I didn't want those to transfer. Because when you put your system transfer back on the Switch 2, it will you had all of these games on it. We'll start downloading those right now. No, I don't want that to happen. So we got on and we started to nitpick. We went back through our games and I want this, and pulling out cartridges and putting them in just to download the game update and take it out. But and I've been playing it I don't want to use the words nonstop. But it's quite it's a lot. And the sad thing is that while I did get Mario Kart World, I haven't played it all that much. I mean, I started with it. I did jump into it, and I've played it off and on just a tiny bit. But the majority of what I've played so far is actually Animal Crossing. I started my island over, so I've been time traveling and getting back to the point where I could decorate the island. And it took me to today to finally be at peace and do that.
Oh,
so now that I've hit that, I should probably take a break, play some more Mario Kart. I haven't gotten Brandon to play Mario Kart with me yet. So I need to do that. But we also got Bravely Default, which was a JRPG that came back 10, 11, 12 years ago on the 3DS. which was amazing. Like, oh my gosh. They released a sequel on the 3DS called Bravely Second, and then they released Bravely Default 2 a handful of years ago on the Switch. It's beautiful, the music's amazing, and it's like a job-based, turn-based system, which I love a good job system, especially in JRPGs. I love it. And so I've been kind of just like inching my way through that as well. Brandon just dove straight into it. That's like all he's been playing. But I'm really hoping that they do the same thing with Bravely Second. Because I never got to play, I never had Bravely Second, so that one's actually new. So I'm hoping that they release that one too. But like this remaster thing is so beautiful. A lot of it had like hand-drawn graphics in the original one, and they've just like updated all of that. It's so just, I'll have to like post some screenshots.
Yeah, you'll have to do that.
But it's so pretty, I love it so much. And the characters are sassy and just
so it's a great
fantastic
time.
And there's like a twist, it's a JRPG, there's always like some big twists, but the twist is actually it's hidden in the title of the game, but like to ruin it would ruin the game, so I'm not gonna like spoil it for anybody. It's really good. The full title is Bravely Default Flying Fairy, but yeah, it's really, really good. That's all I can say.
That's cool. That's fun. Yeah.
But as far as the Switch 2 goes, I love it so far. Consoles are always like an investment. There's been so much discourse over the Switch 2, like ridiculous nonsense going on about the Switch 2, and people are like, it's not even worth it. Like, there's just Mario Kart. Well, like, but the PlayStation 5 didn't have any launch titles, so, and it's the most expensive console there's ever been. So, you give and you give some more, and I can play Wind Waker on my Switch too, so everybody can suck it. I don't know. And someday I'll be able to play Pokemon Coliseum, and that's everything.
That'll
that's
be wild.
Everything
yes.
Right there.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, Switch 2 has more games to come later this year too. Some other ones I'm sure you're looking forward to. So isn't that new Pokemon game coming out later this year?
Okay, yes, the Legends ZA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out in October, and I'm just like salivating for that one. I loved Legends Arceus. This one looks fantastic too. And next month is the first Donkey Kong 3D game in like a million years.
Yeah.
Like, should they have just remade Donkey Kong 64? No, they shouldn't have, but I would have taken it either way. I love me some Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, man.
The rap? Will you do the rap for me, Chelsea? Oh, that's too bad. I guess I'll have to show it to you later. Then we'll get you with the rap next time then.
Okay. Yep, totally. Well, we can move on then from that.
Okay, great.
Shall we talk about the Dreamlight Valley developer updates?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Anytime we get a developer update, a showcase, it's always a good time because we're always getting more news about what's coming next for Dreamlight Valley. And our next update is just around the corner.
Just next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I mean, I just got done with the Star Path just like less than a week ago. It took me a while. I had just the end of school and everything kept me busy. And so I finished it and I breathed and I was like, okay, great. And now they're like, let's start teasing. I was like, what?
Yep.
What do you mean, let's start teasing? I got stuff to do still.
Yeah. Which is really exciting that like this next update that comes out in like a little bit over a week will be another free update, and it continues our main storyline. So it's very cool. Yeah. It's like finally, but also like it's still amazing that they're wanting to continue the storyline as well for free. So I'm totally here for that. We're finally going to go into Skull Rock as we've been staring at it all these years, and we get to, the Forgotten's going to become more a part of the story. We get to give them a name, which is kind of weird, but also they get to actually become a real villager. So I guess that's a good thing, but also a confusing thing when you think about the story.
I want to see their like friendship rewards.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to continue these like dark, thorny like items? I mean, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But also, it literally just clicked into my mind. Where are they living?
I know. Like, their weird castle.
Are they gonna are they gonna claim their little like tree house?
I know. I was gonna say, do we get to move the tree house?
Get to move the tree house? When we do it, I'm moving it to an island. I'm saying get out. Like, I need like a 5-week break from you. Get lost.
Oh my gosh. I just needed to move into a corner of that section, really. It's
For real.
It's not
in
placed
such a
right.
like
yeah.
for like trying to decorate and like move stuff around. It is in such a bad place.
Yeah. But I mean that could be their home, but also like, Mother Gothel, like the same with Elsa, we can't move their places, so it might just be cursed treehouse. But because we mentioned that this update is with Skull Rock and stuff, that means we have to be introduced to a character from Neverland, and so this update will include Peter Pan, which I'm a little triggered by.
Because he's such a punk.
Oh my gosh. Also, like, I am a huge fan of Once Upon a Time, and I will just forever be scarred for life by spoilers in case you don't want to know, because Peter Pan is revealed to be Rumpelstiltskin's father, and that he chose to stay in Neverland because he was an older dude and didn't want to grow up and wanted to be a kid forever.
So did he turn back into a kid?
Yeah, like kind of.
Ew.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Either way, the implications on that are awful.
Yes. And so I can never not associate Once Upon a Time when talking about Peter Pan stuff. So you're welcome, listeners, for me ruining that for you as well.
I think you just traumatized me a little bit with that one.
I know. But, oh my gosh. Love that show, but it has the weirdest, most uncomfortable family trees ever. And so thank you, Dreamlight Valley, for including Peter Pan in the game.
Well, the second we get Rumpelstiltskin, I guess you can run.
Oh gosh. No, if they tried to add Once Upon a Time stuff in here, that would just be... Oh, that would break the game. I might have to walk away, which is sad.
We can move to Fallout 76. It's fine.
Yes, for real. Which you will be trying soon.
Yes. Chelsea is getting me to play Fallout 76 with her. We're gonna give it a shot.
Yes, I'm in such a Fallout vibe right now. I just finished 4 recently, and I'm just like, what am I playing next? So we're gonna go with 76. And also related to like they had a trailer actually at the Xbox showcase, and it was a silly like fishing thing, but I was like, I want to play that. I want to see how this game is. But anyway, back to the Dreamlight Valley Developer update. So yeah, there's going to be lots of other quality of life improvements coming for the rest of the year. They also gave the map of the other updates to come, as well as a little bit more tease that will finally finish the second half of the DLC and get to unlock 2 new characters, or characters that have been alluded to in Storybook Vale. So we'll get to have Maleficent, which will be fun.
I swear to God, if she doesn't have a house.
Oh my gosh.
They gave Hades a house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They gave Hades a house. If they don't give her a house, I will riot.
Yeah.
Like,
well, also,
the queer community of this game will be at their throats, and that's more than 10 people. So,
yeah. And then we'll also get Aurora as well, who's been a long time coming because of all of her little notes and stuff and Storybook Vale.
Yeah, but she doesn't have her blue dress.
Maybe
it's
she'll
her
have
pink
one.
Dress.
Yeah, but we need a button to change it or something. Or it'll just randomly change in the game. That'd be so funny.
I want the one where like the magic collided.
Yes.
I want that one.
Oh man, that'll be good. But the other teases we saw for Dreamlight Valley included another summer update, which will be somehow Inside Out. The emotions involved, I guess, as characters in the valley. That'll be strange, because
like Chelsea and I were talking
emotions.
About like how are those characters going to exist within the valley, and when we go to the realm, how does that, like, we're going to be inside Riley's brain? It's like the logistics seem a little weird, but it's probably just one of those things you're not supposed to think about.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get some little silly quirky way to include it, like we've gotten all of our characters included in the valley. So, but yes, we agree. It's definitely a unique one. And then Autumn will be returning to an enchanting realm. And I definitely think that's implying Beauty and the Beast. And I think that might be Cogsworth and Lumiere. So, more Beauty and the Beast, better than random characters.
I mean, I'll take Lumiere and Cogsworth. I was one of those people who watched it, or who saw like the roadmap, and was just like, but there aren't any more Frozen characters.
Yeah. And like, if they did Frozen, I'm like, what are you implying? Are you bringing Honey Marin in? What are we doing here? Honey Marin living with Elsa in the Ice Castle.
Mm-hmm.
That's Frozen 3, guys. Yep. Oh, man. And then we'll finally, in the winter, looks like we're finally getting Cinderella, which is good.
About time.
Yeah.
I can start making a Disney princess area.
Mm-hmm. We can at least have an area that'll end up just being all castles or something. That'll be amazing.
We can have the Princesses of Heart.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Real. For the eventual Kingdom Hearts stuff. So, okay. So we have Jasmine. We have Alice. We will have Aurora. We will have Cinderella. We don't have Snow White.
Yeah, which I'm surprised actually she hasn't been announced yet. But I mean, Cinderella's been a long time coming because we've had the fairy godmother since forever.
I'm missing one.
Isn't Belle?
Oh, it is Belle. Yeah, Belle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're like halfway there.
Just a couple more.
Yes.
Well, only one more needs to be announced, really. And Kyrie? Kyrie win?
That'll be the new DLC. It'll be an insane crossover.
Kingdom Hearts expansion.
4. Yes.
Oh my god. And technically it's canon. If Smash Brothers is canon for Sora, then Dreamlight Valley can be canon for Kyrie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a sleeping world, you know? It works. It's fine.
Oh man. But yeah, so that's some fun stuff to come.
Okay.
So then we can move on to like you said, there was like the Summer Game Fest, lots of showcases, the Xbox
there's the State of Play.
Yeah. Oh yes, and the State of Play. But I didn't watch it.
Okay. Well, here, quick fire. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you remember that Baby Steps game with the dude walk in? Okay, they talked about that again, and it looks more ridiculous. And like, it's gonna be a hard pass, but I'm just like, what is this game? It's so weird.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of like dark fantasy Souls games.
That was the theme of the week.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of them. And sometimes they were realistic and sometimes they were anime and sometimes it was just like, okay. So there was a whole bunch of those. The new Digimon game got another new trailer.
Oh, okay.
Which it seems that like for the first time ever they're going to have voice acting. Which they did beat Pokemon to something, so, you know.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics, its like remake remaster thing finally got announced, which I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on here. Way back years ago when the Nvidia leak happened, there were a big old list of games that were at that time completely unheard of. By now, every single one of those games has been announced or released, with most of them being released by now, except for Final Fantasy IX Remake. And I will not stand for this any longer.
No.
I will not. I will be very excited for Final Fantasy Tactics, which comes out right after my birthday. But I need Final Fantasy IX Remake. So we'll check back in July.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Ghost of Yotei got a new trailer. It was pretty crazy. Hirogami looked pretty interesting. It's like this weird 3D action platformer, but like you're an origami dude. So, you know. The new James Bond game was announced, which is like pre-007 James Bond. Like he's like working to become 007. Like I probably won't play it, but I might watch it on YouTube because I like me a good James Bond movie. I like me a good James Bond movie. Let me just reiterate that. And it looks good. The story sounds interesting and the game looks good. So there's that. They did a trailer for the new Lumines Arise game, which Lumines is just like like a puzzle game. It's like Tetris, but not really. The same people who just did Tetris Effect are doing this, and it's like you're on drugs the whole time, staring at the screen. It's bonkers.
Oh, man.
There's a new Marvel fighting game coming out that's not Rivals. It's called Tokon Fighting Souls. It's like a arcade fighter.
Okay.
Like, you know, but it's like super anime Japanese. And like the characters they showed off so far, oh my god. Like, they look really freaking cool, and Storm is a goddess.
Oh, man.
As always. So that looks fun. I'm gonna be like watching that in the future. I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not, but it looks super fun. I love the character designs for it. Like, get out of here. There's a new Metal Gear Solid trailer for Snake Eater. They're doing a Mortal Kombat like arcade collection game. So people, I'm sure, will be excited for that. Not me, but, you know, Oh, Neo 3 was announced, and it looks pretty crazy. I think this is the one you can turn into a ninja. You are a samurai, but you can turn into a ninja now, so...
Interesting.
There's this weird game, I really thought it was BioShock at first, but it's called Pragmata.
Oh.
Like, you're like this astronaut dude, and then you have this little girl AI robot. It looked freaky as heck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Romeo is a dead man. Look that up later. That looks messed up. Like, the trailer is freaky. Sea of Remnants, I thought it was going to be some weird, like, Sea of Thieves game, but it's not. It's an action RPG, but I don't know. The new Silent Hill game was finally announced. Don't watch that trailer if you ever want to sleep again. I'm so serious. Sword of the Sea, which is from the same people who did like Journey and stuff.
Oh,
looks
I
beautiful.
saw a trailer for that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. There's a new Thief game, which is wild. It's Thief VR. So yeah, that's a lot of the stuff that they showed.
Yeah, and that was just the beginning. Cause then we had Summer Game Fest.
So then we had Summer Game Fest. So Friday night, I sat down with my dinner. I was up with my little din-din, and I was so ready to throw stuff at the screen when Jeff walked out onto the stage. And they just started... I mean, they did a good job of, like, keeping the announcements coming.
Yeah, it wasn't too drawn out.
They brought Kojima on in the first, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I thought Jeffrey was going to wet his pants.
Yeah, that was for Death Stranding 2.
Which, I just, like, that game just, like, confuses the hell out of me.
I'll eventually play the first one, but
I watched it on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube, so I'm like, I'm not gonna play it, but I want to understand. Like, this game makes me feel so stupid. And I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So then, like, watching the few trailers that there has been for Death Stranding 2, I'm like, I'm still so lost. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no words. I'm like, even the trailers when before the first one came out, those trailers were so strange. And I was like, yeah, I mean, these trailers are strange and they're not giving a whole lot away. It's just vague. And I guess for people who know, they know. But yeah, that's not me. Yeah.
Yep, not me either.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, like, Summer Game Fest, I don't think it was bad. Like, we did generally see a lot of variety. It's just, it wasn't really for me. Like, there were a handful of games where I was kind of like, maybe, but the pace was a lot better than some of the previous ones. Yeah,
and it's Summer Game Fest is often like that, where you don't always get a lot of like really big announcements. Like you hear the words world premiere a trillion times.
Yes.
But a lot of it is like small developers, it's indie stuff, which is not a bad thing. Like they do give a voice to smaller developers and people who don't usually get to like be announced in such high regard. That's great. I love that. But there's just like, it's not often that I get to pick out a game that they've announced at like that they world premiered at Summer Game Fest. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait for this because they've just been announced. They're going to be announced elsewhere or, and a lot of that is like the types of games that I play.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I still have a good time watching them though.
Yeah. No, there was definitely like a few that I was like, huh, that's interesting, because like they had another VR game they showed. It was a Deadpool one, and I was like, that kind of looks chaotic and fun, but I can't play a VR game.
We're not doing VR over here.
No. And it was Neil Patrick Harris.
Shocker.
Deadpool. So
yeah,
that's
got me.
Wild. Yeah, there was this kind of like, I guess it was kind of cutesy, but it was also really cool. We saw a couple of these types of games over this weekend that were like a stop motion vibe, but it was a co-op stop motion game called Out of Words.
I was about to say, is that the one where they like have no mouths?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looked very interesting for sure.
Yeah, definitely want to keep an eye on that one. That could be fun to play.
I saw the Sonic Racing one. And I was just like, I was like laughing and like shaking my head. They announced like the characters and stuff, like the extra characters, and I was like, okay. But then they came back to announce like Minecraft characters, and I was like, okay, you lost me. Like, yeah, like you should have ended with the first 3. The Lego, not the Lego Party game, but like the Lego like Journey, Odyssey, whatever, where you're 2 little bits.
Oh, yes, that
You
one. That's
know,
that co-op game.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that looked interesting, but like I feel like they didn't choose like great gameplay to showcase in the trailer, because when they saw, like, you see like the cinematic trailer, I was like, oh, okay, and they switched to gameplay, and I was like, okay, well, obviously you're a Lego and you're using Lego pieces to get around, but I'm like, but what they saw was not like great.
It was like just kind of the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
And
it
I was
wasn't
like,
like creative stuff. It wasn't like, look what you can do with Legos. It was like, we're just moving.
Yeah. We also saw something. I just want to give a quick shout out to that bizarre boxing game that was
oh my god,
made
the
with
puppets.
Yes,
the puppets.
Felt that boxing. Oh my gosh.
I had to keep reminding myself that like that trailer was like in-game footage.
Yeah,
because I was like,
wild.
oh, like they did a really like decent puppet trailer for this game. I was like, no, this is the game. This is the game. This is not like advertising for the game. I had to keep reminding myself that
like
what
that
I was
wild,
looking at was a game and not just like live footage of two puppets punching each other.
Totally appreciate that. Love that creativity. I'm probably not gonna play that at all, but that's awesome that there's something like that because it's great.
Do that for the Muppets. Make me a Muppets game like that.
There we go. Yes.
I saw the trailer for the mouse PI for Hire.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that is
one.
great. Like, how creative, how fun.
Yes.
Like, it's all in black and white, which is, you know, appropriate for the style, but also a choice, because now you're playing a whole game in black and white.
Yeah.
But,
just
like, that
good,
was
like,
silly.
Detective noir. Yeah.
Yeah. So cartoony. The Nicktoons Dice for Destiny game.
Oh.
It made me chuckle a little bit too.
Yeah. There was also that game that I don't know if I could quite even explain. It was called Stranger Than Heaven. It was some type of like, I think it was almost kind of also a detective noir game that took place like in Asia in like the 1940s or something.
Oh, is that the one? Yeah, it's so weird because it's in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. In the 1940s, but it's like mafia-ish.
Yeah.
They keep saying, "Oh, this like it. Look, it's Japanese people. Wow, it's taking place in Japan." But it's like,
but like, what is it? Yeah.
But like culturally, what are you doing here? Because
it's the middle of the war. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, there was Western influence for sure at that time, but like, this is a whole other thing, though. Like, this is.
Yeah.
So
like, I don't know what it's doing here. So I was like, I don't know. I'm like, something to keep tabs on because I don't know what in the world this game is supposed to be or what it's trying to, I don't know, say. I don't know. It's just, it was strange where I went, I don't know what I'm watching here, which happened a lot. So.
Did you see the new Scott Pilgrim game?
Yes.
That made me happy when they said like the creator is the one like working on the game. I was like, oh, great. Yeah. Like, fantastic. I don't know if I'll play it because I played a whole like 2 minutes of like the other Scott Pilgrim game. Like those types of games are fun for like a small amount of like little bursts of time, but I could not sit and like grind that sucker out to like learn the plot. But it looks fun. So, and more Scott Pilgrim is always fun.
Did you like keep watching after the Summer Game Fest and watch the Day of the Devs at all?
I did not.
Okay. I always like to hang on and watch it because it's always like a little silly, but like it's kind of like the pace gets a lot slower and they spend a little bit more time on some like indie games. There were some kind of neat ones in that one. They were all kind of like similar. They were all kind of like heist type games, but I thought they were really fun. There was one called Snap and Grab. It's a heist game that takes place in the 80s, and your job is to like photograph the things that you're going to like steal, and then you kind of like arrange your photos in order, and then like your team tries to like follow that order of how you took the pictures to try to like steal the item.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just like the whole vibe of it. It's just funny. It was just like a fun trailer. And I was like, okay, I'm here for that. Yeah. Because there was also like another heist game too that was kind of like based on real life. It's called Relooted. And it's like this team that their job is they steal or they take back stolen artifacts. And they're all based on real artifacts like around the world that like mainly like Europe and stuff have that like Africa wants back. And so like you like plan out the whole heist thing, but it's still like an animated type of like style. It's not like super realistic, but you plan out how the heist is going to happen, then you do it, and then you have to bolt out of these places as fast as possible so you don't get caught. but it was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they announced Escape Academy 2. So I have Escape Academy, the first one. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And it seems like Escape Academy 2 is more escape room style stuff, and they expanded the area in the game. So
nice. I remember the first one, but I haven't played it.
Yeah. No, I'll get around to that eventually. I have to beat Blueprints first, and then I'll play that.
Ooh. Oh, my precious. I hope it wins Game of the Year.
Oh,
just
man.
for fun. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hey, but we can't forget about Split Fiction this year, too.
That's true. Split Fiction should get Game of the Year.
Yeah, or at least some type
That's
of
for sure.
Fantastic game. But speaking of another co-op game that I saw, the one at the Wholesome Games, the Haunted Paws.
Haunted Paws. You get.
Oh my gosh.
I want to wear the hats.
Yes. Like, it looked so cutesy at the same time, a little dark. I was like, what is happening in this game? But I'm so curious.
You're like two little puppies who are like owned by whoever, and you get to like solve a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Like working
it's like your owner's
together.
missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, like we should definitely.
Yes. I want to play that with
together.
you. Yes. We'll definitely cover that in the future. That'll be great.
Find all the hats.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, but Wholesome Game Show. That's always a fun little thing. Just watch little cozy games. Just
I'm such a
good time.
I have such a weakness for cozy games. I sat there and legit watched the trailer for that leaf blower company one. And
my
was
gosh,
like,
yes.
Yeah, I want to play that one.
It was Power Wash Simulator all over again.
I haven't even
like,
played Power Wash Simulator, but like
don't do it because
that's the thing. Like if I had it for free, I would probably play it way too much.
Mm-hmm.
But that price tag is what's saved me.
Yeah.
So. And there was lots
plus
of
game a while back.
Oh no, I probably have it then.
Yeah,
way to go. There was a few of the little like the farming kind of simulators, like Collector's Cove, the one where like you're on the boat and you're being pulled around by like whatever like sea monster thing.
Yes.
I would give that a try. They talked a little bit more about Luma Island, which is just like it's another like cozy life simulator, like farming, crafting, dungeon diving, but it's intended to be played with other people. And the first trailer when it came out, I was like, oh, this looks so like, yeah. But then as time has gone by and they've released more trailers, I've kind of lost my interest in it. I don't know why. I need to like reflect on that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But really, like, Tales of the Shire.
Yep.
Tales of the Shire. I mean, we don't have to wait too much longer for that. That's next month. But
yeah,
we're going to be little hobbits together.
Oh, man. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cozy games. There was also another cozy one called Out and About. I don't know what got to me about that one. You're just like kind of going back in the woods, like foraging for things, but it's also like based on real life. And so there's actually like real recipes and stuff for people who want to nerd out about nature and, you know.
I liked the trailer for that one. That was really cute. Yeah. The very first one they showed, Instance, the scrapbooking one.
Yes.
I want to play it, but I don't scrapbook in real life. Like I just don't have that kind of eye for that, you know? But everything they showed in the trailer, I was just like, how fun, like.
Yeah.
And you are experiencing the story, like, as you are scrapbooking it, you know? So it's like, oh, that could be fun. That could be a nice, like, wintry game, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That kind of, like, reminded me of a game that I played last year, which was called Season, A Letter to the Future. And one of the things is, it's a little bit different because you're outside of that scrapbook, but you're also documenting your surroundings, and then you put together your memories and the scrapbook for you at the end. But yeah, no, this one I was like, oh, that's similar vibes, but also kind of just like that kind of creative storytelling just through the images and how you put your story together.
Creative storytelling, like unpacking. I loved unpacking. Have you played unpacking?
No, it's on my 2 playlist though.
It's real short. It's really short. It's one of those like organizing games, you know? But the story that plays out, it's like, aw, and you can make really the story what you want it to be, but like the story that I gathered from it, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. There was actually like another packing game that actually gave me similar vibes, I think, but that one was more of like organizing and making sure everything like fit perfectly in boxes, and you were telling a story by the items that you were packing to move away. I don't remember what that
Is
game
it
was
moving
called.
out?
Maybe, yeah, it was probably that one.
It might be that one. There's one packing game that's not a cozy game.
Oh gosh,
it's like Overcooked.
No.
It's a packing game, or it's like you're literally like moving out of a home. But it's like Overcooked, where it's like overstimulating, craziness,
fast-paced. Hurry, gosh.
Yeah. Like, people call Overcooked a cozy game, and I'm like, are you literally on drugs? Like,
oh my gosh, no.
I cry.
That's a high-stakes party game.
Yeah, that is not a cozy game. You crazy people.
Oh, man.
Come on. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that takes a very special kind of person to say that it's a cozy game for them. I'm like, I guess I'll watch that streamer and try to understand why you think it's a cozy game.
Well, I mean, there's people who don't think that, like, Stardew Valley is a cozy game anymore because, like, the amount of, like, detail you can put into, like, organizing and the farming and the dungeoning and stuff like that, like, it stresses people out. Well, but it's like, but you don't have to play that way, though. Yeah. You can pull back on those handlebars and you can chill. You know, I get it. I do that in that game sometimes. Mm-hmm. But usually that's my sign that I need to get off the game and find something else to do when my, like, OCD takes over. You know, I've lost my soul to the game and I need to step back. So,
well, I guess either to each their own. Whatever you think is a cozy game, go for it.
To me, Skyrim is a cozy game, so...
I guess because it's how you play it, right?
Yeah, so, it's how I play it, so...
There you go. That's fair. Let's see. So, this game was in the Xbox showcase that I was like...
Persona 4. Persona 4 Revival. Nailed it.
Mine was Clockwork Revolution.
Okay, that game. We sat there for... One, why was that trailer so goddamn long?
I don't know, but I was here for it. I was hell. Like, what is this game? Yeah.
But I sat there through every single second of that trailer going, Bioshock. Yep. Bioshock.
The new Bioshock.
And then they're like, and they pulled out their glove and they're like, time travel. And I was like, Bioshock.
Yep.
Bioshock. And at the end they were like, no. And I was like, why? But why not? Literally just change the name of the game and nobody's gonna care.
No, I know. I was surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, it's the new Bioshock. I'm here for it. But I was like, okay, you have a different name. I don't care. But it also seemed way more like involved RPG with like, there was those dialogue options and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit different than Bioshock, but I still like the whole vibe. I love the whole steampunk side, the whole like slightly evil, weird, mysterious underground.
I want the little puppet baby thing.
Oh my gosh.
I want to kick him across the room.
Gosh. But, oh man. I don't know, but I was like, yeah, I'm glad you had that long trailer. I was hooked the entire time. I'm here for it.
It was so long.
Yeah.
It was so long. I was like, put the whole damn game in it next time. Jesus, we'll just watch the game.
I know. I was really surprised at how much like information was in there. And I was like
an announcement trailer at that. Like,
yeah. Well, it was also funny because like the whole Xbox showcase started with Outer Worlds 2. And I think they were trying to get us all hyped for that. But then here comes Clockwork Revolution. I'm like, what are we talking about before that? Nothing else.
Who needs that?
Yeah.
Who needs that? Well, like, and they got, oh no, Gears of War remake in there. That's pretty neat. And that's coming to PlayStation also. Yeah. That's cool. You know, I'm gonna be a little butthurt about it. That, you know, at the end when they got us with the whole Call of Duty thing.
Yeah. I
really thought it was gonna be Halo. They really set it up to be Halo, and it was Call of Flippin' Duty. Yeah. Like, what?
I was like a little bit interested. I'm like, what kind of game is this? I'm like, oh, did they really update some old game? No. Just Call of Duty. Yeah.
No.
Other than that, it was a pretty decent showcase. It was moving right along with a variety of games, but then they had to decide to end it with Call of Duty. And I was like,
it was like, well, you know, at the Summer Game Fest, they ended with Resident Evil 9 after the fake out. Did you see that? The fake out, they were like, oh, we'll like talk about this like later, just keep waiting.
Yes, no, I saw it and I was like, huh, and then I was like, oh, you mean later in the showcase?
Like, LOL. Okay. He said just a breath away, and I was like,
yeah,
I was like, how long is it? How do you measure that? I was like, oh, it's like right now.
Yeah, it's just like when people say soon. What does that mean? But no, it was
my favorite is the Pokemon / Square Enix. Like, please look forward to it with the head nod. Please look forward to it.
Yes.
Please look forward to it. I want to throw them every time. Like, damn it. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Pokemon.
Yes.
There was a Game Freak game.
Oh, yes. When I saw Game Freak
come up. Showcase, and I was like, excuse me, what are you doing here? Like, sir, get back in your lane. That's 12 lanes away. What are you doing?
Well, the Xbox Showcase did a lot of that. It was like, here's some Square stuff. We're doing Final Fantasy VII. And I was like, is there more? Are we announcing another game? No, but, you know.
Well, but they did shadow drop Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
on the Xbox,
that's
true. Pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I heard the music. I saw the flames, and I was like 16, and they were like 16, and then the music started, and I swear to God, Chelsea, like, the main, like, theme for 16 gets me up moving every single time. It is so good. Man. The 16 music was written by the same guy who does all of the 14 music. Mm. He is a legend. I love him so much. He's a freaking dork. But he brought the same energy into 16, and it is so good. So good. So I heard that, and I was like, oh yeah, coming to Xbox that I'm not going to play, but oh yeah.
Well, you've already played it, so there you go.
I have already played it, yes.
But now everybody else can play it if they have it on
They're right.
Xbox, so there we go.
And, you know, they're bringing, like, remake and stuff to Switch. Mm-hmm. Is 16 going to come to Switch? That would be wild.
Maybe.
That would, if they can get remake and rebirth on the Switch too, which they can, they're working on it right now. Like, they can get 16 on the Switch. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, watch me go play remake again on the Switch too.
No, you're busy with your other games right now.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Fallout 76. No.
Fine.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But no, that and they announced their little Switch thing.
Yes. Which I don't know why I completely.
It was like the third announcement, and I was like, "Oh, we're just leading with this, are we?" And then we're just not going to talk about it again, apparently. Yeah. But like, it looks pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like the Steam one. It seems almost the same thing as that. It runs on Windows, you know.
Well, there's already one out. It's just that they've specialized this one to be the Xbox one, because I think it's an Asus product. I believe that's the brand. And so, because I was looking at it afterwards, because, you know, they were like, more to come later. I'm like, okay, well, you didn't answer the ultimate important question that everybody had. How much is this thing gonna freaking cost?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, like, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this thing is gonna be way too expensive. If, like, the one that's very similar is already out right now, that one is like $600.
Yeah, well, like, because if you want to get the Steam one, you have to get, like, the better one. And that one, it's up there. It is up there. Which is it cheaper than a PC? Yes. Yeah. But, like, that's crazy.
I know. I'm like, I'm still interested to hear more about it, because, like, it seems like it'll be really cool, because, you can play Game Pass on it, but you can also do, like, Steam and all, like,
Epic Games and Battle.net. Like, Epic, like, you can play all of those, like, PC launcher game channels, which is cool. That is really amazing. I love that. Like, if I bought one, I would have stuff to play on it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not an Xbox person. I mean, if I bought one, I would absolutely be resubscribing to Game Pass. Yeah, like, there ain't no damn way. Yeah. But if I didn't, I have so many games on Steam. Mm-hmm. I have some on Epic. I have some on, I don't have any on Battle.net. I don't play any of that, but you know. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I just got to Switch too. I'll wait for the mythical day when Xbox puts Game Pass on the Switch too. Like they keep joking about.
I don't think it'll be a joke too much longer. You never know.
I really don't think it will be either. Mm-mm. I think it's just a matter of time. How long it'll take is whatever, but I think it's definitely possible. I think it'll be like, you'll be like cloud streaming. Yeah. Lots of those games, unless like it already natively runs on the Switch. Like, I bet you can maybe download it, but I bet a lot of those games will probably just be like cloud streaming.
Which, honestly, their cloud streaming is pretty darn good. So.
Yeah, but like, see, I'm going to circle back to this from 1.5 million years ago. If Square Enix can put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you know where I'm going with this, on the Switch 2, like, to play on the Switch 2 and not a cloud version, then why the hell don't I have the full collection of Kingdom Hearts games on my Switch 2? Why are they sticking me with these awful
you
cloud
already
versions
have
again?
multiple collections
No,
of Kingdom Hearts.
no, Chelsea.
It is okay.
Collections is the key word. Collection is not complete because I don't have the Switch one, so no.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this Xbox handheld...
I will not be silenced.
Yes, you will. No. Oh my gosh. We'll get Kingdom Hearts news eventually, you know. It's just how it is, eventually. But in general, I think that, yeah, this whole Xbox handheld thing, I'm definitely interested because I think it's cool. Because I don't have a, like, modern handheld of anything. And so I'd love to be able to play a variety of games, like, on the go or whatever, instead of, like, on my computer. Because I don't really want to sit on my computer 24/7. I already
That's
like
my
work.
issue.
Like,
yeah, like I have games on Steam that I want to play, and I bought an Xbox controller so I could play at the computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, also I don't want to sit at my computer and play the games.
Yeah, I'm like, I already sit at it 8 hours a day. I don't need to sit at it even longer. But it being more expensive than an Xbox is the thing that might throw me. So we'll just see what the price
it
is.
is so... I know it's going to be pricey, and I feel so bad for people who want to buy it. Because I won't. I won't. Like, I want to get a Steam Deck someday. Yeah. But again, that's like $600-$700. Like, we just bought 2 Switch 2s. It ain't happening anytime soon at all. We'll get the Steam Deck 2 before.
There we go. Yes.
Before I get one. Because, like, imagine having, like, modded Stardew Valley wherever I go. Like, game over. Life over. I'm not teaching anymore.
Okay, so we don't need that to exist. No.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, we're seeing a lot more of all these handhelds, everybody making some type of handheld, so we're moving in an interesting direction with that.
It's your turn, PlayStation.
Well, PlayStation does have their handheld, it's just not very exciting.
That doesn't count. I'll let them try again. Maybe.
Yeah. I want a real one, a better one, not one that looks like the controller parts are going to rip off the screen. Every time I see that, I'm like, this thing looks like it's going to break in 10 seconds.
For sure. I mean, it looks handy. Like, it looks handy, but it's not something that I'd want. You know, like if it was gifted to me for free, like $200, I'd be like, okay, well, I'll use it for sure. But like, I don't want it.
Like, Sony, you remember that you made like the PSP, right? And the Vita? You made handheld systems before.
No,
they can
Sony
look the
does
same.
not remember the Vita. It does not remember the Vita.
No. But it can remember the PSP at least.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let them forget the PSP.
No, we can't. Birth by Sleep.
The City of Final Fantasy, man.
Yes.
Both of those 2 are classics on that system. For me, they made that system. Like, Crisis Core was there, but, like, I don't care.
I was like, I played Crisis Core, though, so I like that.
I mean, I did, too. I had it. I played it, too. Mm-hmm. But I was just Birth by Sleep, revolutionary on the damn PSP. Like, are you kidding me? We were like, oh, my God, this PSP is giving me PS2 graphics. That's crazy.
The best.
Like, oh, my gosh, this fighting Final Fantasy game has voice acting? Crazy.
Wow, look how far we've come.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot. Clearly, listeners, we did not cover every single game that was shown in a showcase this week. We would be here for hours. Mm-hmm. But, wait, do you have any other ones we might have missed?
No, I think we covered everything that I wrote down. Oh, wait, no, there's one more. It's a silly little one.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the cozy games.
Okay.
The little, like... the vending machine
one.
Yes. Like I love like the shop simulator games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been picking at them for the last like year. And this one looks really cute and it's very passive. Like you can just set it up. It's a vending machine. Like
yes.
It plays while you go off and do other things and you come back and you restock it and you clean it up and stuff. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And there's like a free demo and like it's in pre-release right now, but like it's like $10. It's not even like expensive at all.
Nice.
But I will probably pick that up just for funsies someday.
No, that definitely literally chill and like a lot of fun. But yeah, listeners, let us know if you watched any of these showcases and what games you're looking forward to coming out. But I think that will do it for this episode. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure you follow or subscribe wherever you listen to this podcast so you don't miss out on future episodes. You know, we don't always talk about video games, but if you do love that, make sure that you do follow us because we have plenty of other video games coming later this year to discuss. But, you know, we also talk about movies, TV shows, books, all kinds of nerdy things. And you know what? Leave us a review. Let us know how we're doing. We would love for you to review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any other place you listen to the podcast. We'd love for you to leave us a review. But with that, once again, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode, and we hope you tune in to our next one. See ya.
See ya.